Hello to everybody, Tin Man here again. Okay, the results are in for my new little pulse motor cum generator, and I'm extremely happy with them. It would seem that we not only have a lensless generator, but when you start loading up the coils, the voltage draw on the run battery drops. So you would have seen in the pictures the coil that I wound. These two bottom ones have been used as the run coils. Magnets are laying sideways, so north on this side, south on that side. This one's slightly bigger than this one because that's also got the trigger wire in it as well. So that was the reason that one was bigger. These next two, 2,000 winds each of 0.3mm wire. Sorry, 1,000 winds each, they're bridged together, so 2,000 winds altogether. And this top one's 800 winds of 0.42, which is separate. So this top coil here is going to be driving our 12 volt LED, which you would have seen before, that's off the top of one of the aerials that go on the four-wheel drive. This draws about 85 milliamps at 12 volts DC, just to give you an indication as to what sort of current we're looking at. We are going to be driving it with AC current, so it'll only be on 50% of the time. The other 50% the coil's doing nothing. These two coils here I've got going to a bridge rectifier, and I've put them in series because these neons are 24 volts, so I wanted all the voltage I could get going to them. This coil, the top one, I've got going through a transformer, reversed. As you can see at the moment, it's putting out about 65, 66 volts. That's what's going to be running this 12 volt LED. And then, like I said, this one here will be running off of these two coils here. At the moment it's running just like your normal SSG. Run battery here is drawing 179 milliamps. Charge battery here is putting in 132 milliamps, 131, which is not a bad conversion in itself. So when I turn the lights on, I just want you to keep an eye on this voltage here. Now you should see it go down. This will drop down to about 15 volts, so we'll be driving this 12 volt light at about 15 volts AC. And like I said, the 24 volt light's actually being driven at about 25.6 volts. So a little bit high, but yeah, very bright. So I'm going to hook the LED up first. 179 milliamps. We're now at 162 milliamps. It's that stable at, and the rotor is not slowing down. So that's using that coil at the moment. Now this coil isn't getting the power from the magnets, it's getting the power from these two pulsing. This side will be pulsing south at the top, this side's pulsing north at the top, and they're hitting that coil. So we've dropped down about 15 milliamps with that load. It's running that at 16.26 volts at the moment, AC volts that is. So what I'll do now is I'll hook this one on, a 24 volt neon, which is the two centre coils. So we're at 161. We're now at 156, 155. and the rotor's not slowing down, and our amps to our charge battery have gone down about 1 to 2 milliamps. It's flashing, so about 1 to 2 milliamps we've lost on that. But we just dropped the whole load down on the run battery, and we're also driving 2 decent loads, and the rotor hasn't slowed down. So that's not too bad at all, except for the rubbish bearings that are in it. We'll just have a look. It's 150, and we've gone up to 173, 74. So that one pulls it down a fair bit. It's now 159. You will notice when I hook this one up, this voltage here will drop a little bit. 16.25, go down to 15 point, so 15.9. So it's dropped about 0.35 of a volt to like that 24 volt neon up, and that is actually running on DC through the bridge rectifier. And like I said, that one's running on AC, and our flywheel doesn't slow down. So not only do we have a lensless generator, we also drop the voltage down on the run battery when we do it. And the reason this is happening is because these are creating a magnetic field of the same pole at this point here. It's making this magnetic field that's driving the wheel stronger, requiring less power to do it. So this has worked out really good for its first run, and I'm very happy with it. So just thought I'd share that with you. So I'll get it on as soon as I can and let you have a look. Until the next test, cheers from the Tin Man.